I'm Callie Lewis. You're watching Geek Brief TV. This is Brief 195 and it's Drobo Day! We all know about RAID, but not everyone understands what it's all about. It's been the playground of system engineers since 1978 when the technology was patented by Norman Ken Ouchie at IBM. In 1987, David Patterson, Garth Gibson, and Randy Katz at the University of California, Berkeley studied the possibility of combining drives for use as a single drive. The concept of a redundant array of independent disks is pretty straightforward. In a RAID, two or more drives are set up to either mirror each other, spread storage across all the disks, and provide error correction so that if something goes wrong in one place, it can be fixed in another. The problem with RAID is that it's too complicated for the everyday consumer and it's often too expensive. The guys at Data Robotics had an idea to replace the complexity of managing a RAID with the cybernetic intelligence of a robot. His name is Drobo. The goal was to meet the needs of regular consumers who, because of digital cameras and digital video, find themselves accumulating massive amounts of personal data that has so much emotional value. You shoot your kids' soccer games and dance recitals. You digitally document everything that happens as your children grow up, and you absolutely don't want to lose it. I've been trying out Drobo for a couple of weeks now, and it's so simple to use. You plug it into a USB port. You can even start with just one 3.5-inch SATA hard drive, but you won't start getting Drobo's data protection benefits until you plug in at least two. Your computer sees Drobo as one large drive, and then Drobo does the rest. It automatically configures itself for data protection, so you don't have to know anything about RAID. If a drive fails, Drobo goes to work and immediately moves unprotected data to a safe spot on another drive. On my Drobo, I'm using 4 drives. I have an 80 gigabyte, a 320, a 500, and a 160. You can use any combination of sizes as long as they're 3.5-inch SATA drives. The green lights tell me everything is working fine, and the blue lights tell me how much available storage I'm using. I have 520.1 gigabytes available for data, 167.9 gigabytes reserved for expansion, 297 gigabytes used for protection, and 2.2 gigabytes as overhead. When Drobo is 85% full, that 80 gigabyte drive is gonna have to go. The light beside that drive will turn yellow. I'll pull it out and replace it with a larger drive. If I don't get around to changing the drive, it'll get to a critical point and give me a red light that indicates I need to change the drive now. Did I scare you? There's one thing Neil and I missed about Drobo when we first heard about him. It isn't a backup drive. It's supposed to be used as primary storage. So that basically means you'll use the drive inside your Mac or PC to run all your applications, and you'll use Drobo to store all your files. What's really nice about that is when you separate your data from your applications, you often get better system performance because the drive running your operating system doesn't have to tote around all that excess baggage filled with all your files. So that's Drobo. It's my second favorite thing after the iPhone. I've gotten a lot of questions about Drobo, so I wanted to go ahead and answer a couple of them on this show. The first one, does Drobo work if connected directly to the Airport Express? Well, the Airport Express doesn't support NAS, but it will work with the Airport Extreme, which is nice because as cute as he is, his fan noise is sometimes noticeable. Someone else wants to replace their eSATA drive with Drobo and wants to stream to Apple TV, but is worried about the speed of USB 2.0. The guys at Data Robotics actually stream to Apple TV themselves and say as long as you're not doing multiple streams, you're fine. I did get lots of people wanting to know if they ship overseas. Right now, Drobo is for sale in the US, Canada by the end of July, and they're working on being able to sell and support Drobo in other countries. They're still a small company, so it'll take time. And I just realized I spent a whole show making you drool over Drobo just to wait. Sorry. If you haven't been to geekbrief.tv in the past couple of days, we spent July 4th redesigning it. On the 3rd, I did a photo shoot with Deborah Gloria, and Kristen Culinary did my makeup. You'll see those photos popping up on all of our different websites in the next few weeks. Leave a comment in the show notes to let me know what you think. I'm Callie Lewis, and I just spent $340 at GoDaddy.com realigning the renewal dates on all my domains so that they're due at the same time. I saved almost $40 using promo code GB1. Thanks for watching and enjoy your technology. Bye. But you won't get starting. On my Drobo, I'm using 4 drives. I have an 80 gig. What's wrong with me? I'm talking to a child or something. On my Drobo.